Welcome all. We start our story today in 2013. May 22, specifically in the emergency department. When someone calls from a California home, the caller tells him that Gabriel is 8 years old. He suffocates his last breath. Once the emergency arrives, they are shocked by the scene of bloody equality, fractures of the ribs, bruises on the face and other heinous injuries. What happened with Gabriel, and what is his story? Then I will tell you in detail. Initially, we will return to October 2005. At this time the baby Gabriel was born. Its name is Pearl and a father is Arnold. Gabriel was the family's third child. The important thing, after his birth, the father was arrested for theft and possession of a weapon. Here, the mother cannot spend on the family and wants someone to help her. She decided to give the child to the father's family to care for him. Indeed, the child lived with his relatives. He lived happily stable. The mother completely ignored the matter after living with his relatives, and life continued on this situation until 2012. Specifically in October, it suddenly shouted Pearl and remembered that she had a child. His name is Gabriel and the decisions of Pearl. Of course, at this time, Gabriel became 7 years old. This made it difficult for his relatives to dispense with Gabriel. After 7 years, they raise the child as it grows in front of their eyes. They are related to Gabriel, and this is not easy to do without. Since he refused to give Gabriel to the mother after attempts to take her child, I will take responsibility for the child. With my friend Isauro that she was living with at that time, relatives were persuaded to take Gabriel. Here Gabriel was happy with his mother's return and living with her, as he had not seen her before, and he was writing to her the letters that express his love for her. Gabriel was an indescribable feeling of joy, and he went to his mother's house singing with joy. Gabriel then joined a school near his new home here. The story begins after the enrollment period in school. Gabriel's teacher was her name, Jennifer. Jennifer used to say that the child was curious and naughty, loved by his friends. She says that the child is very smart and gifted in the study, and everything was fine. After the first month, immediately, the picture began to change and everything is completely reflected. Jennifer began to notice negative things to the child. I could not see, for example, a sudden drop in school grades. He was calm and did not focus on studying. This is not his habits. It was in an exaggerated calm. Jennifer was surprised, and from here she began to focus with the child more. Jennifer said that Gabriel came one day wearing girls' clothes. His friends laughed at him. He was clearly very sad. I told myself, when parents interact with the child this way, how do they allow the child to wear these clothes?